Hi guys, my name is Marie. Today I'm here to give tips for minors who can move out of their toxic household, who still live with some toxic family dynamics. Before you wonder why I can give you tips or some advices why I'm doing this, I faced many years the same issues, the same hardships. I went through severe depression, mobbing, and some toxic family dynamics, and it took years for me to figure out how to handle all of this. And yeah, today I'm going to give you some insights, and who knows, maybe I can help some of you. And the first point, and I think it's a basic, but I want to still mention it. And I want to mention it at first because I think it's so basic that people tend to overlook it. And it's really important to focus on your studies, focus on your school. If you have access to a good school, to a good education, to good grades, use this, use the chance. And I think people will think it's basic, but actually, I know, when I went to school, I sat there and thought, why does it matter? What does it matter if I concentrate or not? I was still, mentally, I was still at home. I was thinking, my life sucks, my family situation sucks, after school I need to go home. But this is the wrong mindset. And I don't talk about you need to get straight A's or you need to be the top of the top of the class. No, no, no. Just be good enough that you can get a good job later on. A job that, and with good job, I don't mean like be a manager, be a doctor or anything. If you want that, of course, I fight for you. I hope the best. But I mean good enough that you can move out faster, that you can make a living out of it. How much you need, that's that depends on every individual lifestyle, but just good enough that you can move out and don't be with your toxic family dynamic anymore. And I think it's also a great chance to learn and do something what I didn't do. As I told you, I thought, what does it matter? I'm still gonna be at home after school. Use the chance and be happy about school. Even if school sometimes sucks, be happy because you aren't at home at that time. You can have some friends there, or you can focus on some subjects you really like at school. If it's like art, if it's history, if it's math, anything you like. Focus on that. And sometimes if you find something you're passionate about at school, some subject, it can be anything, and then you're happy to go to school. And then you have some things to be happy about for a few hours on your day. And it's really important. So please study. And the second one is also maybe not a big surprise for some of you guys, but it's really important. It's to get a job besides your education. And of course, your education should always be prioritized. Wow, English. um, but it's still important to save up some money, because I know you're minor, and I know every country has different laws, but in most countries, minors still can work for a few hours per week. And this way, you can earn some money, and of course, it's all your free being. You can choose what to do with your money, what you want. But really, as a tip, save some money for later. Maybe you can afford the rent, the first rent, if you want to move out. You can afford like your driver license to get better options for a job, like invest it smart, invest it smart. Um, like that's all. It's important. Besides studying and working, get out. Get out, take a walk. It doesn't even matter if it's for an hour or for 15 minutes. Just take a walk. I know it sounds kind of rude that I say this, but many people don't get enough fresh air. And it's also for a better, clearer mindset. For example, you're at home, you only hear screams and arguing, and you get punished, anyone else get punished, I don't know. And at school, you are stressed or focused on your studies. And if you're always in this environment of screaming, stress, grades, and anything else, you can't get a clear mindset. So take a walk outside. I can't tell you enough how going to walks saved my life, saved me when I faced so many hardships at home, at school. I just went outside. I stayed outside for hours. And honestly, I was like, it's better to be at a park and be for myself than be in an environment that don't appreciate me, that screams at me or insults me. So please go for a walk. And if you have a dog or other pets you can take outside with you, take your pet with you and just have a fun time. Just have some fun, have some fresh air, get a clearer mindset, and it works, I promise. While on your walk, maybe you can find a beautiful place to sit on and start to journaling. Take a book with you and start to write anything that you want, like inspirational quotes, thoughts, anything. This book won't judge you. I swear I have so many journals, and it was a routine for me to go outside, sit on a bench at a park, a beautiful park, get my journaling and write everything down, write anything down, and it really helps to already get a clearer mindset, to get some emotions out, and you can laugh, you can cry, you can anything, and it's really important. And if you're not like this journaling type of person, I understand, then you can take your smartphone and really use some apps and just speak, talk. And if that doesn't work, go to a friend. If you have one friend, you don't need many friends, you don't need 50 people. You just need one friend, one true friend who still listens, who won't judge, and then you can talk. Because it's so important. If you're in this environment and you got no one, not even a book or an app, that's not good. Then you have the feeling that you're alone, all alone, which you aren't, actually. And I can say it from a person who went through the same struggles as you, and there are thousands of other people who face the same. So you're not alone, but I know it feels like it. So write it down. And it's also important for your future self. English. For the future self. Because sometimes I didn't throw away any books. So I have every journaling book here. And sometimes, years after I look through the books, I'm usually not the type to do this, but sometimes it's really good. And then I read what I wrote there on these days and I remember. And I kind of feel proud because I'm not at this place anymore. And I grew up. mentally. I'm at a better place and a better mental state, and it really helps. So, journaling or speaking with an app or with your pet, and like if you have a dog, speak with your dog. Really, it doesn't matter if you feel like stupid with it. It's not stupid, just do it. Or a friend, really, just talk. What's also really, really important, please stay away from the wrong people, especially if you're outside quite a lot. And I think you will think like, duh, obvious, but honestly, I grew up in an area where it was normal, common for students, for children to have heavy backgrounds, to have heavy toxic family dynamics. And yeah, I took my journal with me and wrote in the book, and that's all. But some students of me went outside at night because they couldn't stand these issues at home anymore. This abusive parents or drunk parents or anything. And they went outside at night, and there are some kind of bad people at this time outside, and they see if there are still young people because they can influence them. And if they see they don't have anyone who protects them, they use the chance. I know people who got to drugs sadly or went criminal or anything else. Please just don't go outside at night. And if you feel safer and you have the possibility, just close your door, lock your door if you feel safer. But really, uh, be as long as you want outside. If it's day after school and learning or something, but please be just careful. I don't want to frighten you, and I think you're pretty safe. Don't worry. I think it's just important to mention it, that you should be careful. Go the ways you know. Don't go to difficult roads where you maybe don't know the way back home or anything. Just walk, sit at a cafe, journaling. I think that's also just really important to mention. But yeah, have fun outside, do your thing, journal, take a walk with your dog. I don't know, just have fun, but don't be alone. Don't be outside at night, especially if you're alone. Another one is get a hobby, and not in a rude way, but hobbies are really useful for every one of us. It helps us to get some new skills, to be more creative, to think outside of the box, to learn new challenges or languages, or like to get to know different people. And it's really important to get something, and it doesn't matter what it is. If it's reading books, if it's art, if it's math, if it's anything, you can do anything. And it's really important for you to lift your spirits. And because I know if you have only a toxic environment, sometimes you feel so drained out that you can't get even up to do something simple. But then, even when it's more important to get up and to do something, to not let this situation drain you, it's so important. And it's also important for your future self. Like I mentioned, new skills, get to know new people, but also maybe you can connect your hobby with a future job as a side hustle, as a main job, who knows? But still, it's still an opportunity to escape this stressful environment of home, of school, of anything. So please get a hobby. Or if you already have a hobby, like really do this regularly. Just do it every day or every 2 days. Just do it. It's also important to plan ahead of your time. And I don't mean it in a way to like make plans for the next 5 or 10 years or so on. If it works for you, just do it. Do it king, do it queen. But I think it's sometimes confusing. But if you focus on the, I think, first year or like the basics, for example, write a list and write down what you want to achieve in life, what you look like in the future, like the mental state, where you live. And for example, if you want a certain job, um, do you need a driver's license? Do you move to a different state, to a different country? Um, be prepared. Sometimes some jobs require some certain skills. And do you know all these skills, or do you need to train some skills? And just write it down. And you don't need to have to figure out everything. Just like a basic line to follow. Just to know, okay, maybe I need a driver's license. Now I can save up enough money to get a driver's license. Or, okay, I need to move out to a different state or country. What are the laws? Or can I get a sponsorship or anything? Like, just figure a few things out. And last but not at least, don't stress yourself. Be careful with your mental state. Um, and just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. Even I know even if it feels like this, you are not really. And it's so important to take care of yourself, because nobody else is gonna do it. You gonna need to take care of yourself. Drink enough, eat enough, get enough sleep. Uh, just do everything for your mental state to be as healthy as possible. And don't stress yourself, because I hated it when I was a minor and people told me like, oh, it will be better in the future, and just stay strong. And I think it doesn't have anything to do with weak or strong, by the way. So yeah, but I think the essence is right, that it will change. Your life will change. Every day you have the chance to change your life. If you, for example, wake up tomorrow and choose to go to school, even if your life sucks at home, um, and focus on your studies and get a hobby or start journaling and focus on your future, you change your future yourself. So be aware that this situation, even if it's not a good one, will end someday. And yeah, I'm proud of you. Be proud of you that you face so many hardships and you're still there. And you're still smiling or standing up from your bed. You're still here. Be proud. I'm proud of you. And you can do anything you want to. I know you can achieve anything you want if you're focused on it. And I'm fighting for you. I support you in your mental state. I'm here. And this is already the end of the video. And I hope I could be helpful for some of you guys. And I hope you have a great day and a great life, actually. And yeah, maybe we see us next time. Bye!